Now, though, the Binary Project. Is Senseless. It's one you heard on the beat going back a few months. It's by the Binary Project. The album from which that is taken is due out in a couple of weeks. Before that, Paul and Simon, who are the Binary Project, are here, and you're very welcome as well.
Hi.
Hello.
Can we begin with a history lesson then?
We started basically about a year ago. That was about a year ago, wasn't it? You had a few ideas.
Yeah, well, we started off. We always wanted a format to put our own music out there. So I've been playing in a band and done lots of covers and performed that way, but it was never really our own music. So I wanted someone to help me with that, and that's where Simon came in. He's very good on the old production side of things as well, and he's listed on the album as producer as well. So he was more responsible for the sound and the way it sounds.
Yeah. We had a bit of we didn't really sort of have an idea on what sound to kind of go for, though, did we? You're a bit of an 80s man, really, aren't you?
80s and 90s, I think.
80s and 90s, yeah. And Paul asked me to try and make it a bit more modern sounding. So, Paul's kind of had a few ideas of some tracks. It's probably sent me like a raw version of some sort of track, and then I'd have a listen to it, and then change a few sounds, add a few sounds, that kind of thing, and just try and bring it a bit more current.
Yeah. I needed to bring it up to date. It's like Simon said, it was very stuck in the 80s and 90s. So Simon's really good at listening. He's got a really good ear for turning those sounds and bringing them into the more modern forum, really.
It's interesting that you mention the sort of the 80s, for me a bit of the 90s as well, because what I get when I listen to your vocal on this album is Tears for Fears.
It's not the first time that's been said.
Yeah, very Depeche Mode as well. He's got a really good sort of very, very nice sort of 80s, sort of 90s tone to your voice.
It's all about singing for me. I mean, I'm a singer. That's what I do. I mean, I play keyboards, obviously, but it's important for me to sing. I do a lot of singing other than the bands as well. I do from operatic right up to the poppy stuff. But it's all about catchy tunes and a good vocal you can hear and listen to. There's been a lot of influences from Tears for Fears, Ultravox, those electronic bands in the past, but and then I listen to a lot. My sons make sure that I listen to modern music, and that keeps me sort of up to speed with that.
It's like almost an 80s, a modern 80s.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
There's a flavour of 80s within sort of like a modern.
Well, we hear exactly what you mean in the mix. I'm going to play the final track from the album, the Take Control remix, and that illustrates that just brilliantly. The album has a launch party a week on Tuesday, the 16th. Where's that going to be? That's
at Bar 5 in Derby.
Yeah, it's a jazz bar, but we just wanted a nice, sophisticated venue where we could invite lots of people down, and it's open to the public.
Yeah, everyone's welcome,
And hopefully we get a good crowd down.
And the album, will it be on all the download sites as well as having this very swish, by the way, physical copy that I've got here, thank you very much indeed. Will it be available for download too?
We've got a Bandcamp link on the inside of the album cover, but we're going to leave that link until the launch night. So the launch night is going to be the first time that you can actually buy a physical copy of it, and then after the launch night, if you want to buy a digital download, then it'll be available on the Bandcamp website, which we'll be linking on our Facebook page.
Paul and Simon, the Binary Project, thank you very much indeed for calling in. The best of luck with the album. The launch party again is Tuesday the 16th at
Bar 5 in Derby.
Okay. And if people want to find out more about you, to follow you on all the social networks, or maybe even to sneak along and find a link to click on to buy the album when they hear this track, where's the best place to go and do that?
That'll be Facebook, so it's facebook.com/The Binary Project.
We're hearing Take Control fading in now. Can you talk us into this? Tell us a bit about the track.
Well, the original, it was a track written in anger, actually. It was a tough time of my life that I went through, and I needed to just take control, really. So the lyrics came quite easy, and it's the full track is featured elsewhere on the album, but Simon then remixed it and made it slightly faster, a bit more of a club vibe to it. So that's what that's about.
Project and Take Control. The beat with Dean and the team. Manga lyric for tonight goes like this: we could contest our requirements, ooh ooh, but when we commence building flames, we become quite warm, ooh ooh, whether we desire it or we don't. Can you identify the song? If so, 0370 143 1333, the number to dial. When you text 81333, start your message with the word beat, or you can email it's beat@bbc.co.uk.
BBC introducing, supporting unsigned, undiscovered and under the radar musicians across the UK.
BBC Radio Nottingham.